Hello. Um, the dogs in my neighborhood are apparently having a feud right now. Sorry about that. Don't know what all that's about, but it's a thing. Hello, everybody who is on here. Hey, Cindy Lou Who, how you doing? Okay, sound is good. And if Butterfly Kisses is on here, you can jump in the chat anytime you like. You don't have to be shy. Hi, Caddy. Hi, Josh. How you doing? Let me share this stuff. Hey, Shamer. I have to share the things and do the junk. So I owe everyone an apology. There's a thing that I thought everyone knew, and apparently everyone did not know this. So I should have talked about this a long time ago. Hey, Shannon. How you doing? Man, that cafe was amazing. Thank you for, for us suggesting that and everything. That stuff was good. And that place is cool. Of course, I have a goofy picture. Because always. Facebook. Jesus, really? Okay. Let me find this other. Right there. Okay. Okay. What the? Okay. All right. So this is kind of an important live stream for people who live in the US. You may have something similar wherever you are, and I highly suggest looking into it. Hey, Christ Conflict, how you doing? What's it? I'll give people a little bit of time to get in here because I had no idea this was not common knowledge. No idea. It is so weird that the house is quiet, except for the cats trying to redo the kitchen. So weird. How is everybody doing? Y'all doing okay? Oh yeah. Yeah, those pictures turned out nice too. Hey, True Ball of Wax, how you doing? What's up? It's good to see you here. I like your videos, lady. They're good. They're interesting. Okay. I did not know this was not common knowledge, and I apologize. If I had known this, I would have told y'all this would have been made a while ago. This would have been more in with the foundation stuff that I was doing. Okay, if you are the victim of a crime, you have rights. And that definitely applies to any kind of violent crime. So DV, SA, and or R armed robbery, breaking and entering, where, there's also violent crime involved. And this is a thing that you have to think of. Well, I'm kind of sort of lightly fangirling out a little bit because, it's kind of cool with when people that I normally watch come on my channel. That's interesting and cool. When that happened with T-Spiracy, I kind of screamed a little bit. But okay, so even if it's a car accident, right? If especially if it's a car accident where you are not at fault and you're injured, anything where, especially if you are harmed and it's a traumatic situation, if there's trauma involved for you, keep this in mind. As soon as law enforcement shows up, tell them you want to apply your victim's rights immediately. You have to say that for this to come into effect. You have to say, I am applying my victim's rights immediately. Okay? It is very important. I'm going to keep on saying this throughout this stream and future streams because I thought this was common knowledge. Apparently, it is not. And that terrifies me. So I'm going to ask y'all to spread the word that there is a thing called victims' rights because it's actually really important that people know this. Law enforcement is supposed to do certain things. They're supposed to do certain things when you say that. And if they don't, lawyer. What in the hell? Can you guys hear the yelling? Okay. Okay. My neighbors have one of those above ground pools, and every once in a while people start screaming and yelling, and I'm like, okay, who's getting hurt? Actually, no, they're throwing each other into the pool is what's happening. So, hi, Violet Witch. How you doing? Hey, Sherry's Landscaping. How you doing? Sherry Landscaping. Why do I put a... Whatever. Okay, so you have victims' rights, and this is important for many different reasons. If there's a carjacking or an attempted carjacking or, anything especially that is trauma related, but really it's any kind of felony crime or crime in general, because this applies to federal. So a felony would be federal. So federal, state, and local, right? What I'm going to look at and show you is, that's good, Violet. I'm glad to hear that. What I'm going to show you is the federal aspect, but you also have to keep in mind that it depends on your jurisdiction, what the resources are, but you should also have state and maybe like city, like local resources to help you with things. And I've talked about resources before, but I thought everyone knew about the victims' rights. I wasn't aware that that is not common knowledge. Okay. Let me find the one article. I have like 10 tabs open right now. That is not it. Nope. Okay. Let me get this. Okay. Let me know if y'all can see that. If you can like see it clearly. Also, I'm going to put the link. Okay. Ooh, the chat just jumped on me like hardcore. I've never been a victim. I call that being pre-vengeance mode. Right. Okay, so that is the link right there. So I'm going to read this off to you because I know what in the hell is happening? It's like my neighborhood decided all of a sudden to be all like loud and crazy. Okay. Okay, so this is from the U.S. Department of Justice, the DOJ, Offices of the United States Attorneys, Crime Rights Act. And it's a list of things. Was it 1 through 10, and there are other sections as well. You have the right to be reasonably protected from the accused. So that's the offender, the person who committed the criminal act or is accused of committing the act. 2, you have the right to reasonable, accurate, and timely notice of any public court proceeding or any parole proceeding involving the crime or of any release or escape of the accused. This is why it is really important for you to say you're applying your victim's rights immediately. Okay? Really, the best thing you can do is do that as soon as possible, and don't just tell one person, tell every like law enforcement officer that you come into contact with. Say you're applying your rights. Because if it's a violent offense, you want to know when that person is released or what's going on with the case. And a lot of the time, if you don't apply your rights, they may not let you know anything. And that could be bad, especially depending on the situation. 3, the right not to be excluded from any such public court proceeding unless the court, after receiving clear and convincing evidence, determines that testimony by the victim would be materially altered if the victim heard other testimony at the proceeding. Now, a lot of the time I worked in criminal courts, so a lot of the time they'll have a victim witness wait in another room or out in the hallway or something like that, so that they don't hear what is said in the courtroom before their testimony is up. So, it depends on how they do things. 4, the right to be reasonably heard at any public proceeding in the district court involving release, plea, sentencing, or any parole proceeding. And that might be where you read off like a victim statement. This is why you want to apply your victim's rights immediately. You want to be able to have your say and let the court know what happened and how that has impacted you. And that's, an impact statement, etc. You want to make sure that you have that chance and that option. 5, the reasonable right to confer with the attorney for the government in the case. Yet again, that can be really important. 6, the right to full and timely restitution is provided by law. This also right here is important to me. Because depending on your jurisdiction and what the crime is, right, you could have monies that, like, you could have, medical things taken care of through the state. It depends on your jurisdiction and what resources they have. Also, if it's a felony or not. So, in the immortal words of Emily D. Baker, it depends. But if you apply your victim's rights, then, it kind of helps back you in many different ways. The right to proceedings free from unreasonable delay. Good luck with that. 8, the right to be treated with fairness and with respect for the victim's dignity and privacy. This is extremely important. I cannot say enough how important that is. That right there. If it's a DV case, if it's SA and or R, this would back you. All right, that it just helps give you more of an insulation so that they're not trying to dig into your sex life or whatever, right? The right to be informed in a timely manner of any plea bargain or deferred prosecution agreement. That's right there. That's really important, and I'll talk about that more in a minute. The right to be informed of the rights under this section and the services described in Section 503C of the Victims' Rights and Restitution Act of 1990, 42 U.S.C. 1067C, and provided contact information for the Office of Victims' Rights Ombudsman of the DOJ. So that, okay. There should be material and information that is relayed to you that lets you know, what all your rights are and breaks it all down for you. And that is also when you want to ask for a victim's advocate who can help you, walk you through that, okay? Remember to lovingly lop off the like button. Yes, that is so important. Where's your lap go when you stand up? What? Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Okay. So then there's kind of more of an explanation of things that go along with this. And I highly recommend, some people might find this boring, but it's actually really important because things can happen at any point. You never know what can happen. Crime can happen at any time when you least expect it, right? So where's the other one? This is another link. This is just, this is along the lines of a thing that I'd printed out at one point. And gave to girlfriends of mine so that if something happened, they could have it in their wallet. And, if they came across an officer who didn't know what this was, what the Victims' Rights Act was, they could bust that out of their wallet, give it to the officer and say, I need a victim's advocate here also, and etc. And this is part of your job. So, and put that right there. Boop. And I'm going to put the links in the description as well. So, and this is more of an explanation of things, but it's, there are different resources like Californians for Safety and Justice, Community Resources for Justice, National Center for Victims of Crime. There are just different links and stuff on here with a lot of information. Womenslaw.org is another really good, that's another really good resource. Hold on, I'm going to put that link up there too. Because if you are dealing with a domestic violence situation, what just happened? Hold on, I messed something up here. Let me redo that. Okay, so there are lots of resources out there. You just have to know that they're out there. And that yes, they do. If you are the victim of a crime, they do apply to you as well. And there's no reason for you not to use them. I had a friend who was pistol whipped during an armed robbery, and she lost some of her teeth. And because she applied those victims' rights and everything, she was able to get her teeth fixed. It took some time, but wow, Christ conflict, are you okay? Okay. So, yeah, you have rights if you're a victim of violent crime. And just make sure when first responders show up, tell them you want to apply your victim's rights. You can, which one was that? The one that is just a list. Not that one. On justice.gov for the DOJ, the Crime Victims' Rights Ombudsman. Jesus Christ, say that really quick. They have a list. The federal crime victim has the following rights. That's the one that you can like print out and put in your wallet. And there are other aspects that it goes into as well. Like as soon as you ask for a victim's advocate, they're supposed to be on that. They're supposed to call it in and make sure that you have someone there for you. So, any questions? Oh, I almost forgot to say. You also have victims advocates who mostly are in courts, right? You have the ones that are at the hospitals and help with that. But then you have the ones that help with like court proceedings and all of that. And, just all around help you with things. You also have children's advocates, disabled people, advocates for disabled people, elderly. I feel like I'm forgetting something. So, whatever would apply to you. Oh, right on. I don't think I would have done well doing that because I can't handle the thought of a child being harmed or whatever. So, yeah. If you don't know to say it right away, can you bring it up later? Yes, you can. You can bring it up at any point, really, but it's better if you bring it up straight away, because that gives like resources. So, in effect, everything that goes along with that can start at that point. So, with my girlfriend who was pistol whipped, she lost 3 or 4 teeth, and because she had the victim's advocate show up and just the ball got rolling way faster than it would have. So that's actually a really good question. The sooner you bring it up, the better it is. As with most things that are dealing with the government, you you just want to make sure that you're kind of proactive about that. And consider that the hell? Consider that in a traumatic situation, your instincts are going to kick in. So fight, flight, panic, and freeze will kick in, right? So what I tell people is just program their brain. If something bad happens, as soon as first responders show up, just automatically say, I want to apply my victim's rights here. I need a victim's advocate. Okay? Do you guys hear that? I have no idea what that is. It's like a loud pounding sound. Okay. Nolan's is kind of strange today, just so y'all know. Yeah, so okay, it was vibrating my whole house, so I don't even know. Yeah, so I just wanted to make sure that, everyone in the US knows this. I don't know how it is in other countries. I don't know if they have a different way of doing things, or if it's just automatic, like in the UK or whatever. You never expect it. Yeah. 4 nieces graduating today. Oh, wow. At the same time? At the same day? What? Yes, what I did was I had them, put on there at the bottom, if they're producing this document, they need a victim's advocate as well. Because when your instincts kick in, you may not be thinking clearly, right? So, if you've been traumatized, that's part of the reason I told my girlfriends to have that in their wallet, because then if something happens, they just whip that out, give it to an officer. It has everything right on there, Sometimes hearing can be a blessing and a curse. Oh, really? Yeah, you should, definitely check it out and let me know, because I tried to look it up and it was kind of not easy information to find. Shamir, I don't think we have earthquakes here. I could totally be wrong. I know we have, hurricanes, but that's a whole different thing. I think maybe it's construction or something. I don't know. But the house is still vibrating, so. Me too. It should just be an automatic thing. I don't understand why it isn't, and it doesn't make any kind of sense, because the person who's traumatized may not think of it, But if they have that document in their wallet and the cop asks for their ID, do you see what I'm saying? They're going to be going for their ID anyway. If they can remember to grab that document, then by the way, congratulations on the 4 nieces graduating. That's good. We have specialized units for victims of SA here in the UK. We kind of do as well, but it's not what it should be. It's not what it should be. We have a few small ones here in Michigan. Earthquakes? Yeah, I know. There was one when I was a child in Michigan. kind of was asleep and woke up. Was like, what was that? It felt like a large vehicle had driven by. So yeah, if anyone has any questions or what have you about that, just let me know. I'm not an expert on this, but I do know that it is important to make sure that you do that. Oh boy. Man, today was a good day. That cafe was really cool. I don't know if y'all saw the pictures on Discord, but it's my future house. Can y'all see me okay? I have no idea what's going on. That name sounds really familiar. Really familiar. I probably heard of that case before, but well, that's way better than what usually happens here. So, I don't even know. That was too loud to just be like bass. That was like somebody's building something or right on. Yep. So I will be talking more about that the victims' rights thing in the future. Okay, so for example, with Jeffrey Epstein, okay, his victims were minors, but when he was first arrested, their parents could have applied their victims' rights, and then as soon as that's done, prosecutors should be held to a certain standard, and they should already have to tell the victims what's going on, the families, and get the victims and their families' input on how to do certain things. But they did none of that with Jeffrey Epstein. I'll do a live stream on him because there's all kind of sketchy stuff that went on with the first case against him. There was victims' rights are extremely important. So just keep that in your mind. Right on. I mean, really, that's what should happen. That is exactly what should happen. They should have, like, say, one cop, a mental health care, trauma mental health care professional, and a victim's advocate. I think that's what should happen. Hey, Leanne, how you doing? I mean, I'm of the opinion that, they should have spaces that are comfortable and safe, feel safe for survivors, when they're getting examined and everything at the hospital, but also for them to sit and feel safe in a courthouse, if they can't go into the courtroom right away. instead of just sitting out in the hallway. I think they should have, as I'm just weird like that, I guess. Oh, really? Wow. But they still have a pretty low rate of offenders being sentenced, though, over there, from what I can tell, which is weird. Oh, wow. Got a lot going on. There's a lot of good going on there. Right on, right on. I mean, that's a good way to wake up with, with friends doing their thing. So yet again, I'm sorry that I didn't realize, I guess because I know this, I didn't realize that not everyone knows about the Victims' Rights Act and what all that means. Like, there's a lot to it. Really, I would like a lawyer to go through it and explain everything. I mean, I can explain things from a certain aspect to a point, but there's a lot of legal stuff, in on the criminal side, with the prosecution and all of that goes into it. That's really important as well. So, it can be extremely important for someone to know when the person that harmed them is being released. That is a big deal. Like, I'm of the opinion that before the offender is released, the victim should be advised, hey, by the way, he's being released at this time. You know what I mean? Just for the sake of safety, really. Right on. My neighbors have funny senses of humor. So, okay, let me see if I can. There's something else I was going to do. Give me 1 second, y'all. I can't see the screen. Nope. Okay. Shoot. Let me try something else. Give me 1 second, y'all. If I can. Bullshit. That's not gonna work either. Okay, if you're on the Discord, I shared pictures of the cafe that we went to. Oh my god. They had fried deviled eggs. I didn't know fried deviled eggs were a thing, but they are, and they're pretty good. It sounds kind of weird, but they're so good. And then they had this chocolate coffee thing with whiskey, and so I've had whiskey now. It was a weird experience. Hey, Mama C, how you doing? And I didn't get sick, so that's pretty awesome. So yeah, we walked through a rainy French Quarter, and it was lovely. Oh, Lord Epstein, that guy. There's so much wrong with that guy. If you want me to do a stream about Epstein, I can dive down that rabbit hole. There's so much wrong with every aspect of that case, of just him, right? So, Yeah, I can do a live stream about him. Or maybe a recorded video. I haven't done one of those in a while. In Maine, they have pickled eggs. I think they have pickled eggs here too. That just kind of makes me, I mean, I don't know what to think about that. See, that should be a thing. That should be a thing. It should have been a thing. Actually, at this point, they could just do like a Zoom call in for the victim, so that the victim doesn't even have to be in the building. You know what I mean? I think that would be way less traumatic and difficult for the victim. Hey, Angel A, how you doing? Oh, well, feel better with your headache. I'm sorry to hear that. Headaches just suck. Recorded videos, what are those these days? I don't even know how to make a thumbnail. I got nothing. I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna have to learn now. I want to up my game on stuff and learn all the things. Yeah, I couldn't. No, no, nay, 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 nay. I mean, I can see why, if you had to preserve food, why you would want to pickle them, but I don't. Yeah. Our crime prosecution service is crap. They rarely bring cases to court. Man. Right? Thankfully, I didn't have a huge allergy thing this year so far. Sometimes just my whole, every sinus is on fire. I think it was like 2 summers ago or 2 springs ago. I could just barely breathe. It just wasn't even right. I agree with you. Bread and butter pickles are yummy, but I can't think of anything else pickled that I like. What is this magic you were speaking of, Shermare? And you're going to have to explain this to me because I don't understand. But I need to. Oh, Lord. That is not right. That's not right. Talk about re-traumatizing a victim. There were many reasons for why I quit, and the re-traumatizing of victims was part of it. Bye, Angel A. I hope your headache goes away and you feel better. Yes, everyone say thank you to Shermare for the awesome modding. And Angel A, I hope you feel better. Yeah, I mean, I know, what was her name? The woman who's on Real Crime Profile, Laura Richards. She's been working hard to make the laws better for victims of DV, stalkers, all of that. But it seems like it's an uphill battle for her over there. Canva, yeah. Yeah, Jackie was saying something about that, and I still haven't had time to look at it, but some of y'all are just like you're alchemists or something, and it's kind of amazing to me. Yeah. every once in a while here, it just gets like ridiculous. When I first moved here to New Orleans, I had to get the nose stuff and nasal spray. Like for a good month or two, I wouldn't be able to breathe. So, who wants to live stream my wedding? Red originally was supposed to do it, but yeah, no. Well, I mean, I'm wondering how that would work if we're in different states. I would live stream it for you. That'd be cool. Not sure how that would work, but I'm sure among all of us, we can figure it out. Oh my God, now there's a cat outside. Jesus. Laura Richards, yeah. Real Crime Profile is a really good podcast. I'm actually way behind on it, so I might have to start binge listening, but it's really good. Highly recommend. I never ate a pickled egg. They sell them here in chip shops. That's just, I don't understand. Right. Yeah, I don't know. Epstein is a really interesting study on corruption, though, in the criminal justice system. Like he should have, the first time he was arrested, he should have went to prison for a long time. But of course he didn't. Because money and connections. I mean, that should just be the way it's done, I think. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I have my opinions on that. All right. Well, I mean, between the wizards that we have in the group, I'm sure we can figure out how to do that for you or help you with it. Yeah. I think really, I know there are a couple restaurants in New Orleans who do fried pickles, and apparently they're really good. I've never tried them, but I think it probably takes a kind of talent to make that work out right. Wait, what? I can't go there. That's weird to me. Jeffrey Epstein was poor. He grew up poor. He came into his money in all kinds of dodgy ways. So he was not old money. He was very much new money. There's a lot to that one. I think they're not sure where all the money came from or where a lot of it went. So yeah, Epstein was most assuredly not old money, but he was friends with a lot of people who were old money. Pig trotters as a treat. Okay. I eat meat, but no, I don't eat meat a lot. So I'm kind of picky about it. A lot of the time I eat a lot of like vegetables and whatnot. So I mean, he might have been on steroids, but he was definitely a hemorrhoid. Hey, Truffle85, how you doing? If you're here in the U.S., watch from the beginning because there's actually information that might be important for you. Right now we're just kind of chilling, but at the end of this or whatever, yeah, that would be cool to see. Ew, Christ, conflict. Now, that is just, I know, I've heard, but I don't need to know, and I don't want to know. I never wanted to know that. Ew. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm. Okay, the chat just jumped like all over the place. I'm trying to catch up with y'all. Oh boy, I'm kind of relieved that I did this stream, but I'm annoyed that I did not realize not everyone knows this. So, yet again, I'm sorry. Oh geez, I'm sorry, Christ conflicts. I mean, it's kind of hard when you have to basically create your own family. But, we're here for you. Yeah, I know I haven't seen you around too much. I think I've seen you around more, maybe on the Discord more. Yeah, I don't know if Angel A is on here right now. If she's having a bad headache, she might just be, chilling. Like sometimes I get these really bad migraines from my chronic illness, and they're all like right back here from like my eyeball all the way back. And there's really nothing I can do. I just, take some medical help, like herbal help, if you get my drift, and then I just go to sleep. That's how that works. Salmon today. Man, that sounds good. Yep. See, Shermer has got it. She understands what I'm doing. Right on, Truffle. Definitely, if you're in the US, it's really kind of important for people to know that, you have rights as you have victims' rights. Oh wow, that's cool. Shermer, you're gonna have to post like some more videos and update us on the baby piggy. Oh, thank you, Violet Witch. Yeah, I've got some people who play the past videos while they're at work because apparently my voice, like, the one person said that my voice is helping her from like beating her coworker to death in Minecraft. So that's good. Any way I can help. The chat keeps jumping. Where? Yeah, see, that's most people haven't had very much experience with courts, except for maybe like a traffic ticket or something like that. Or jury duty, things like that. So that's why it's so important to know, for you to know, that if you're the victim of a violent crime, especially, but even just, something that's nonviolent, you still have rights. And, but you have to, you have to apply them. You can't, they don't just automatically go into effect, which kind of, I don't understand that. And also, apparently, they're not common knowledge. Yeah. Yeah. When I realized that not everybody knows about the victims' rights thing and how I went, I was like, wait, what? That everybody should know that. I just thought that everyone did know that. But I mean, it's good to take a break every once in a while. I have to do that. Every once in a while, I just step away and take a break. Like Mondays and Tuesdays are basically my days off at this point for that reason. And it seems like every Saturday something comes up. I don't know what that's about. Um, where did it go? I was just right. Yeah, you should do a compilation video definitely for Baby Piggy. Um, yeah, I mean, a lot of victims advocates who are like working it, right? Not, volunteer people helping, but people who are working it are just overloaded a lot of the time. And that can make it really, really hard. That's why I would, when I was working it, I would have a file for each person that I was working with in like a file holder thing. Um, because, if I walk in the room, I want to know who I'm talking with, their name, etc. I don't want to get a name wrong. That would just be bad. Um, See, I haven't played The Sims since they have vampires now. I don't, I'm interested in that. I've been playing Don't Starve a lot and trying not to die. Um, thank you. That's part of the reason I'm thinking about, um, you know, doing things where I read books and stuff. Um, ought to be interesting. Conflict. I'm not going to put that up on a thing, but that is funny. Um, actually, I think that I should make a T-shirt that says, elegant cussing or something like that, because that was funny. Um, um, okay, the chat just jumped again. Hold on 1 second. What's going on with Creepshow Art? What? Wait, what? I yell soothingly. Well, in person, I'm told it's kind of terrifying, but I think maybe being recorded kind of tones it down a little bit. Um, that is true. That is very true. And at the cafe, I speak so light normally that I forget I have to speak up. So, the whole time I'm worried Shannon couldn't hear me because, it's kind of a loud place. I use words like a scalpel. Ooh, I like that. Now I'm thinking of T-shirts again. Okay, I finally caught up. Watch out for your thumbs. Thumbs? Yes. Okay, so what's going on with Creepshow art? My computer keeps alerting me to notifications, something about Creepshow art. I have no idea what's going on. I'm totally lost. Thumb merch. Yes, I agree. I mean, considering that apparently people on Bourbon Street know about that, might as well make it a shirt. Ah. I have no idea what's going on. Precision in selection of words, yes. Oh, damn. That is scary. That's actually terrifying to me, because I see sound, so not being able to hear. Ooh. Did you hit it? Because, I don't recommend hitting it. Don't do that. I had one of my computers, hey Froggy, how you doing? One of my computers died when I was in the middle of writing a paper. It was like my final paper. And thankfully I'd saved it on a flash drive. So I didn't lose it completely. But man, that was like the wrong time for a computer to die. That sucked. What? That's funny. It's, yeah, right. Yeah, that's why I'm always trying to be really careful with baby girl's ears because I don't want her to have to deal with that kind of pain. It's not even right. Um, Gremlins, aliens. I think I just came up with another shirt. We might have to fiddle around with something. She's been accused of going into her sock account and posting things against herself and others. Wait, is that from that stalker that she had? Because there are stalkers out there like that, and they are extremely, extremely destructive to a person's life. Can confirm that is a thing. Why are people saying that she's doing that? Like, do they have proof? You can't just say that somebody's faking stuff like that. That's, at least I don't think that's cool. I have an entire month to do nothing. I mean, good God. It depends on what your budget is, I guess. Jesus, Violet Witch, you couldn't swallow for 2 weeks? What? How? Oh, that would. I'm sorry you went through that. I know that sucked. Huh. Hey Hatter, how you doing? Was it somebody spoofing her IP or disputing? Hatter, what are you disputing? Have you been hitting the margaritas? I'm joking, but not. Oh. Okay, well, if she's talking about getting a restraining order, then, if she's talking about getting the courts involved, I doubt she's faking something. Um, Christ conflict, you had better not. You had better not. God, the chat just jumps, and I'm like, what just happened? You're okay, Truffle. We have spelling problems and all that all the time here, so I mean, stalkers like that they just come in and destabilize everything. So yeah, I can't run, so I wouldn't be jogging anywhere either. So I'd just be laughing. Like, that's not happening. Nope. What's up, Sherry? What you need? I'm not sure what you need with that, but however I can help, I will. Yeah, no, if I had to do like a stress test, I would be like, okay, so I'm walking for a while, right? Because I'm not running. That's not happening. Not doing it. Put me on one of those bicycles or something, the stationary bicycle. I can do that. That reminds me, I'm actually going to quit smoking and get back into working out. So basically, every time I feel like smoking a cigarette, I'm going to grab one of the resistance bands and just, try to deflect my urge. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm going to try. Oh, shit. Yeah, we'll pray for her. I mean, I've heard people have said that she had seizures and whatnot. Anyone who's happy about her having health issues because of all of the ish going on really needs to have their head examined. That is messed up. And if people get pissed off because I said that, ain't my problem. I'm only just speaking the truth. When you take things, real life like that and cause people health problems, that's just pathetic. It's just pathetic. If you don't if you don't like it, don't do it. I mean, it's that simple. Consent means everything, right? Yes. She was a really nice person and really funny. I mean, what? Who's buffed? Are you saying buffering? I have no idea what's going on. Um, yeah, it's, I wish I'd never started, but um, yeah, fun times, fun times. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I hope she's okay. We'll put her in the praying section on the Discord. And, you know, I, I think all of us content creators need to just start just automatically blocking and deleting, just not allow anyone on chat who does troll type things at all. No second chances, no, none of that. None of it, because it just has too much of an effect on someone psychologically. I know, right? And that's what I'm hoping for. I want my arm muscle back, is what I want. um, Hopefully she'll be okay. You know, I've been, I've already been praying on her when I found out she, had the strokes and all that. So, right on, right on. That's okay. I mean, if she told you to like notify everybody, then that's good. Eh, I wouldn't say they define us. I would say that they're lessons we learn, but I don't think they necessarily define us. It depends on what it is, though, right? Um, yes. Yeah. Can relate. Um, Leanne, you're okay. You're all right. I'm kind of mildly out of it too right now. Like, it was a good day. Man, I played so hard in my eyeshadow palettes. I used like 5 different eyeshadow palettes. Like, I was going to show y'all, but I don't remember which all ones I used. I had like 10 of them out here. I was just like dipping in here, dipping in there, just totally playing. Stress, man. That's what I keep saying. Like, yoga, do the things that help you unstress, hydrate, self care. It's really important. Um, yeah, I try to do that too. Um, try to turn a negative into something positive. It's not always easy, but right on, right on. Yeah, it was all really upsetting. Um, that is true. That is true. Although I'd much rather be addicted to working on cars. I think that's more productive. I understand what you are saying, and I agree. If I had more arrows, I would have been doing rounds out in the backyard. Today at 4? What's supposed to happen today at 4? How would yoga on a treadmill work? I mean, some dance forms are like yoga, it's a dance, but I'm not sure. Damn it, did you have to remind me of SimCity? Because I actually like that game. That was a very addictive game. Right now I'm playing Don't Starve. It is so addictive. It is so hard. Everything tries to kill you in this game. Right on. Let her know that we're all like thinking about her, praying for her, hoping she's okay, sending her hugs, all that good stuff. Like she's part of the reason we're not talking about certain things on here anymore. If you catch my drift, just black out. No more of that. Carefully yoga on a treadmill. I don't even know how that could work. You're goofy, man. I like SimCity. You just gotta make sure to hook up all the water and electricity and all that. Like, you gotta have everything kind of thought out. It helps anyway. So basically you're saying I'm already doing ASMR? Because isn't that like supposed to help you sleep? I'm so confused. What that actually is. I'm gonna have to look it up at some point. Hey, Aaron. Well, I may have to start recording. I was looking at a few different books, like Christ Conflict asked me to read the Bible. That will take some time to do. So I can like work on that while I'm reading something else kind of thing. So right on. My doctor gave me lozenges. So I guess I'm possibly going to go on that journey. Animal Crossing. I've heard about that. I have not played it though. Who is H8T? I don't know who that is. That is very true. Well, I was just thinking of just like maybe like a pretty image or something, and then just reading, because apparently my voice is very soothing. You know, just I have not watched any ASMR videos, so I don't know what they normally do. I'll have to look into it, but yeah. She's had a bunch of people, asking if she's okay, by the way. Okay, right on. Catherine Valenti. Okay, I will check her out. Well, because I see sound, for me, if it's like if I'm trying to sleep and it's really quiet, the absence of sound will keep me awake. Like it's like kind of irritating. So sometimes I'll put music on or whatever, but usually living in a city, it's never completely quiet. So, yeah, I have several friends. One friend in particular, anytime he was sick, he would be like, "I'll give you $20 to read that book to me." And I have this one book that I still have that I would read to him. It's a Neil Gaiman book. I don't think I would be able to read that on here though, but that's like the people are sick, so I read to them book. Space opera. Hitchhiker's Guide meets Eurovision. Huh. I might have to read that. We may have to put that in the library section on the Discord. Yeah. Like, I would like to move out to the country, but I'd have to have some sort of noise machine or something. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't have it just completely quiet. Like, here you have, like, cars and whatnot happening, so. Well, that's good. I mean, I don't know. I just hope Police Wife is doing okay and everything's good. Yeah, but I don't know if 1984 would be a good, like, that's pretty dark. It's kind of messed up. I don't know if that'd be a good one to read for people to sleep to. I don't know. Yeah, she shouldn't feel bad. It's not, none of it is her fault. So, um, hey, allegedly, how you doing? All of you who got here a bit later, make sure to watch like the beginning of this stream. It's actually kind of important if you live in the US, just in case anything ever happens. I cover some things that should be common knowledge, but apparently they're not. So that is true. I have, because of what happened with her, I have drastically limited the content creators I will watch. Like I'm very careful about it now. Well, I mean, Hatter, you're out in the country. They're probably hunting or something. So, anybody in Ireland? I know we have people in the UK. I don't know if we have anyone that's actually in Ireland. So, we have links and stuff that are pretty important. So yeah, I should have just put the links in the description before I started, but right on, Truffle. Derry, Ireland in particular. Huh. I don't know. I think everyone's in England, if I'm not mistaken. Like there are 3 or 4 people, from the UK who are, hang out. Yeah, Waxy's streams are pretty good. I like her content. They're like really calm, Well, I hope your cousin is, feels better with whatever's going on soon. Um, um, well, hopefully, especially with the victims' rights stuff, that is really important for everyone to know. So definitely watch from watch the beginning of the stream where I talk about that. It's extremely important. Yeah, when I'm angry, that happens to me, really. So, right on. Josh, you're all right. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that. Losing a fur baby is always hard. I still miss my one cat Yuki. He passed away 3 years ago, and it's just hard when you lose a fur baby. It is hard. Yuki was a beautiful cat. I'll see if I can find a picture of him and put it in the Discord. He was beautiful. One of the prettiest cats I've ever seen. Yeah, Josh has a channel. Josh, why don't you? Oh, right there. Okay. I have a friend like that, and man, when he's not smoking weed, you kind of want him to. Which I hate to say that, but right on, Christ Conflict. I just saw your message. The vampire stream? What? Wait, what? Hold on. Y'all are gonna have to tell me about this vampire stream. What are you talking about? You had Roxy for 12 years. Lord. See, I only had Yuki for 7 or 8 years, I think. I don't remember, but it wasn't long enough. And it never is long enough. So sorry you lost your fur baby. Wow. 15 years old. That's a good run, though. I mean, let me go put that back up for a little bit. Yeah, to me, like, a house isn't a house unless you have a fur baby in it, like a kitty or a puppy whatever. Um, that's, oh man, that's just mean. Right on, allegedly. Thank you for doing that. Ah, what the? The chat just jumped again. Right on. Oh, Nikki's in London. Yeah, I don't remember where Josh is. We have like 3 or 4 people who are over in the UK, but I don't think anyone's in Ireland. I do know a life goal for me is to be in Scotland at some point, and Ireland and Egypt and everywhere else. What? Well, yeah, that was my Yuki. He was, of course, he was running to his food bowl and he just fell over. He had a heart condition, so it wasn't really a surprise, but still sucked. I missed that cat. He had the loudest purr I've ever heard on a cat. Like it was like a car engine or something. It's kind of amazing actually. You live on Carlisle, which is close to the Scottish borders in the UK. Right. I low-key hate you right now. Like you could just go to Scotland, like get in your car and drive there real quick. Ugh. That was me and my group of friends growing up in school. Like that was it. And usually I was the one kind of in and out of all the conversations. So it's, it kind of works doing this for me. Yep, that's Yuki. He had oh my God. And when I was pregnant with baby girl, he would lay on my belly and just lay there and purr and knead dough on the belly. Somewhere I have pictures of that. It was just too cute. Right on. I get you. So when you go to get up and one of your legs has fallen asleep, it's fun. You an hour away. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have 2 cats, and both of them are rescues as well. Edune, the younger cat, the gray cat, Marcus found her in the middle of a street. She was a tiny little kitten. I don't even know how she got in the middle of the street, and there had just been a hard freeze. So how she survived the hard freeze and somehow being in the middle of a street, I just don't even know. But yeah, he was driving along and saw a kitten and, And my other cat, Bast, I got her from a animal shelter for my cat Yuki, so he would have, a friend when I was at work. So I'm probably going to end up with like 2 cats for the rest of my life. Oh wow, who are you related to? I find it like ancestry and like history and all that really, really interesting. I'm fascinated with it. Actually, I just got the information to go on ancestry.com for the white side of my family. So that'll be fun digging into. Yeah. Well, yeah. And the chat jumped. I think what you were hearing is a really loud motorcycle going along. I want to get guinea pigs. Wow. Yeah. I had like 2 or 3 guinea pigs throughout my childhood. And then we had a couple rabbits and birds. So, cats and dogs. The plotter. Now I'm going to have to look that up. Right on. That's really interesting though.
Mommy.
Hey. Kindle. Oh no, they put one of those things in your hair again. Okay, I'll take that out a little bit. Come here. Where are you going? Turn around. Oh, okay. Want to say hi? Okay. Okay, can you say please?
Hi.
She got a bite on her face.
Yep.
Did you have fun? Yeah. Don't itch it. Don't make it feel worse, okay? We have to put some stuff on it.
Let's go watch your Kindle.
Hold on. Oh, uh-oh. I may have to go, you guys. Seems like I have a cuddle baby. But thank you all for stopping by. Do you want to say hi?
Sure. I'm not floating head today. I am no head.
What you doing?
Want your Kindle?
Did you not have a nap?
She had a little bit of a nap on the way home.
Oh, you had a little bit of a nap?
Yep.
Okay. She seems like she's a little bit sleepy. Yes, baby girl tired sounds. Yes. Are you hungry?
Yes.
Okay, we can get you something to eat. All right, y'all. I don't think her hair is lighter. I don't know if she was out in the sun today, probably. So.
Even though it's severely overcast.
Yeah. Okay, don't forget to like, subscribe, share,
Ring the bell, head all.
Yes. And also remember, you have the right to say no, and your no should be respected. And also, you have victims' rights, and don't forget to ask for them.
And if they're not respected and or given, cut that person off and yeet them into the sun.
And find a different prosecutor or whatever, or try to. Yes. And thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I may try to live stream tomorrow because things got kind of messed up this weekend. I don't know. I've been trying to have Monday and Tuesday off though. Whoa. But yeah, I will see y'all later. Thank you for watching. Don't forget you have victims' rights. Try to have them applied immediately. It's really important for you.
Hi.
Uh-oh. You gonna say hi?
I'm just I'm nothing. I'm Athena.
Yes, you are, Athena.
I'm saying hi to everybody. Wow. I have my friend Daddy, so he's kind of nice, and I have my friend Mommy, so she's kind of nice, and I'm me, Athena.
So I'm Daddy. I'm kind of nice. You're Mommy. You're kind of nice. And that's Athena.
She's taking over the stream.
Mommy, Daddy.
Yes. All right, let me put these up on the thing.
Mommy's nice. Mommy's nice. Daddy's nice.
I mean,
And
kind of.
everybody's nice. And everybody's nice.
In a perfect world.
So Leanne says hi.
You say hi, Leanne?
Ian. Hi, Ian.
All right, yo. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all. Have a good night.
Bye.
Yeah, this is not a family channel, by the way. We're not doing that, but okay. Can you grab her Kindle? She's
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The standard deal.
All right. You want to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Hi, everybody. Have a good night.
That's so cute.
Oh my goodness. Love y'all. Thank you, Sharemare, by the way.